When the city needs a wave of hope, we rise. This is StayWavyTV. Stay heroic. Stay Wavy.
Pitt is heavily rumored to be in the Batman Part 2 that gets released on October 1st of 2027. It will be 5 years when the sequel for the Batman comes out that came out back in 2022. I didn't enjoy the Batman, right? I hear a lot of people out there, they think that the Batman is the best Batman movie. They think that Robert Pattinson has the best portrayal of Bruce Wayne and Batman. I highly disagree. The best thing I can say about the Batman is it is a very beautifully shot movie. I think Colin Farrell was the star of the Batman. I think he overshadowed Robert Pattinson's performance. I think the Penguin was definitely the best, character in the movie. But I do think that the Batman Part 2 is going to be good. Listen, if you take 5 years to make a sequel to a movie that did phenomenal at the box office, it better be a good movie, right? Also, the Penguin series that came out, that is also directed by Matt Reeves. I think that was a great TV series. I watched every episode. Pure cinema, okay? Colin Farrell also did a great job in the Penguin TV series, and that's why I think the Batman Part 2 is going to be good. I think Matt Reeves is going to do everything that he did wrong in the Batman, right? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because Matt Reeves is a good director, right? So let's get into the article. Shout out the World of Real. It says that we wanted to address one of the hot rumors of this week. Is Brad Pitt in the Batman Part 2? This one has been in the ether for months, and we looked into it. Sadly, sources close to the production say no. Pitt will not be in the movie, which we are told is now aiming to shoot in May. Furthermore, Jeff Snyder is reporting that Pitt was at some point in talks for an undisclosed role in Batman 2, but his busy schedule got in the way. Matt Reeves is in the middle of casting 2 middle-aged male roles set to be antagonists for the Batman Part 2, and rumor has it, again, emphasis on rumor, that Brad Pitt is being sought for one of the roles. Could it be Dr. Arkham? I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying that this is credible, but it's something worth tracking. The Pitt and Batman rumor is being discussed ad nauseum in fan circles, and there's really been no sign of it letting up. It was already confirmed that Scarlett Johansson is part of the sequel in an undisclosed role, but adding Brad Pitt would be a game changer. He's already coming off of the biggest success of his career, F1. Guys, if you haven't seen the movie F1 is by far one of the best movies to come out this year. The only movie that I will put ahead of F1 is the Fantastic Four movie, right? But if anybody was to say that F1 is better than Fantastic Four, I'm not mad at that at all. F1 was a great movie. Brad Pitt and Damson Idris did a phenomenal job in that movie. And it's just a great movie start to finish. There's no boring parts of F1. Every moment in the movie matters. The movie doesn't feel too long. It doesn't feel, everything about the movie is just good, man. It's just a great 10 out of 10 movie. So if you haven't watched F1, go check that out and let me know what you guys think about it. I enjoyed the movie so much that I actually became a fan of F1 in real life. Like, I actually watch F1 now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lando Norris on winning the championship this year. So, in an era where the token Hollywood movie star is fading, Pitt is one of the last ones left. Personally, I think this might be credible. Back in September, in a red carpet interview with THR, Reeves offhandedly mentioned talking to Plan B, Pitt's production company, about putting a crew together for the sequel. Why would Reeves even be talking to Plan B? There is absolutely zero connection between the company and his Batman. Pitt is supposed to shoot Edward Berger's The Riders in January of 2026, and the Batman Part 2 isn't supposed to start production until May of 2026. So the schedules do align. There's also Ocean's 14, but at the earliest, they won't be ready on that one until the fall of that year. Robert Pattinson, who has teamed up with Plan B on a handful of movies, is set to return as Bruce Wayne / Batman alongside Colin Farrell's Penguin, Andy Serkis as Alfred, and Jeffrey Wright's Commissioner Gordon. Barry Keoghan is also expected to appear once more as the Joker. Zoe Kravitz will not be reprising her role as Catwoman. That's unfortunate because I think she did a good job playing Catwoman. Do I think she's the best Catwoman? No, but I do think she did a solid, good job in her role. She's also a very beautiful woman. But at the end of the Batman, she did leave the city, so her not returning, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. But a lot of people think that Scarlett Johansson is going to be replacing Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. So I'm very interested to see who exactly is Scarlett Johansson going to be playing in the Batman Part 2. The talent involved is certainly intriguing. Adding Pitt's name alongside Pattinson, Johansson, Farrell, Serkis, Keoghan, and Wright is enticing. The film will be directed by Reeves, who will be working with DP Eric. I don't know how to say his last name, y'all. Excuse me. Merzes. I don't know how to say that name. Please forgive me, y'all. So, yeah, the Batman Part 2 is eyeing an October 1st, 2027 release. And, listen, at this point, they might as well drop Matt Reeves' Batman Part 2, and James Gunn should just go ahead and put out the DCEU Batman movie the same year as the Batman Part 2. Because, I mean, 5 years for a sequel, guys, it's ridiculous. I am excited that Brad Pitt is heavily rumored to be in the Batman Part 2. And like I said, man, I'm excited for the movie, but I just can't believe it's taken 5 years for a sequel for a Batman movie, bro. I think this is the first time we've ever seen that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, if I was James Gunn, I'm telling you, I swear to God, I would drop the DCEU Batman movie at the top of 2027 and then let Matt Reeves put out his Batman in towards the end of 2027. And Superman is coming out that year. So, think about it. That would be a huge year for DC. You start the year off with the debut of the DCU Batman, right? Then you got Superman that will come out around summertime. And then you finish off the year in wintertime. You drop the Batman Part 2 at the end of the year. You know, that could be the hugest year in DC history as far as movies, you know? So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited to see Brad Pitt potentially in the Batman Part 2? Who do you guys think he's going to play in the movie? Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. It's your boy Wavy. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.
Stay wavy, signing out. Ride the tide, no doubt. From the rooftop glow to the neon cloud. You tapped in, so I gotta say love. Like, subscribe, keep the motion above. Until the next wave, we out. Peace.